Hi everyone, welcome to 164 Diecast. In the mid-1930s, German automakers were charged with designing an affordable, practical car to get as many Germans on the road as possible and bring the country into the auto age. The result was the Volkswagen, or People's Car, Type 1 sedan. Better known today as the Beetle, the Type 1 went on to become the best-selling automobile of all time in 1972, speeding past Ford's Model T. To honor this iconic vehicle, Mattel Creations and the Museum of Modern Art, or MoMA, have partnered to create a collectible replica of the 1959 automobile in the museum's collection. In today's video, we are taking a look at this beautiful 1/64th scale car. This is now one of my favorite castings. This casting was first introduced in 2021, but what makes this one special to me is how it faithfully recreates the bug exactly as it looked in 1959. The original paint color of mignonette green with white wall tires and the VW Moon hubcaps captures moments of days gone by. It is an exact replica of the VW Bug displayed in the New York Museum of Modern Art's Automania exhibition. Sitting on a wood plank floor with the same artwork on the background wall as is found in the exhibit, it is the exhibit in miniature. This instant classic sold out in minutes when it went on sale. The third piece created by Mattel so far in this series, the other two cars, a Jaguar and a Citron, are still available for sale on the Mattel website. The Mattel product number for this car is JGV38. You can find information about this casting here. Information about the New York Museum of Modern Art and the Automania display can be found here. Motor Trend magazine has an article on the MoMA cars found here. Wikipedia has information about the Beetle here. And finally, you can read about this casting on the Hot Wheels Fandom Wiki here. This is what the fandom website has to say about the VW Beetle. The Volkswagen Beetle, officially the Type 1 and given numerous nicknames in other markets, is a small family car produced by Volkswagen from 1938 to 2003. Designed by Ferdinand Porsche, the Beetle was conceived as an inexpensive car that was easy to mass produce to serve the new system of roads known as the Reichsautobahn. Widely regarded as one of the most influential cars of the 20th century, the Beetle was continually updated over its lifespan, although it retained the same basic shape and silhouette. It became the best-selling car ever in 1972, holding that record for 25 years. The Beetle was assembled at 20 different plants around the world. Volkswagen would attempt to market a number of vehicles to supplement the Beetle, such as the Type 3, Type 4, and K70, but none would achieve its level of success. Production of the Beetle finally ended on July 30th, 2003, when the final Volkswagen Beetle rolled off the production line in Puebla, Mexico, with its production span of 65 years being the longest for any single generation of automobile. 21,529,464 were produced. If you are a Hot Wheels collector or a Volkswagen Beetle connoisseur, you probably were like me and were ready at 9 a.m. when this car went on sale on the Mattel website. I hope you were as fortunate as I was in getting one, or two. Mine sits proudly in a prominent spot in my main display case where everyone who visits my house can see and enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this look at one of the newest and coolest Hot Wheels collector cars. And, as always, thank you for visiting 164 Diecast. and we will see you on the next video.